Hello world and welcome back to the bench, and we've got a fun one tonight. But before I show you what we're doing, I did spend the weekend. We're getting close to graduation time for everybody. So I spent the weekend with my kiddo, her boyfriend, and a bunch of friends. And I tell you what, it's great to see the hope. It's great to see the happiness. So if you have some graduates around you, be sure to tell them congrats and hear what they're doing, listen to their experiences and where they're going to be going and what they're doing. It was a great time. But off of that track, back to where we need to be, let's switch camera views. We're back with another hacker box. In this one, I opened and just, I open them all. And I look at a few things and I go, oh, this one's fun. Like there's one that's about HAL. It looks like it's an AI component. This one got me incredibly good the minute I opened it up. I kind of took a look around. Oh yeah, by the way, I did a little test to make sure the Nano was going to be fine. I did a look around and I was like, oh yeah, we got some buttons. That's kind of cool. We got some things here. And then I kind of got a little deep and I was like, what is this board? Well, this is interesting. Then I saw this panel and I saw the panel and it had on there clear display set read. And I went, oh, it's a computer. It's a reproduction of an old computer, like an 8-bit instruction deal. You kind of set things into memory address and then you go. And I said, oh, we've got to do this. So they really hit home for me on this one. So I'm going to go get a few things out. It's just two projects in one. There's this, and then there's this little autonomous robot that you build that I think runs away from light. It must have a photoreceptor or something, and but I'll build that. But that's not what we're building today. Today, we're building a retro computer. Okay, so first I need to get some things knolled. So we'll put a couple big pieces there to make sure we know what we need. We need this for sure. Tiny RTC, I think is what that was. Yeah, tiny RTC. Holds the batteries, so we need that guy. Don't need that. Need our Nano right here. Ooh, it has its little legs are right there. We need that. Oh, did I drop? Ooh, boy, don't lose parts. Like 2 seconds into this. And if you were around for the last one, you actually saw that it all worked. Everything worked when I was done, which is surprising. Oh wow, look, we can have socketed chips. Oh, I guess that's only for one. Oh no, I guess that's for more. And we got some chips here, and I know from giving a preview of the instructions, one of them is different than the other two. So I'll have to take a look at that in just a second. Let's get those there. Let's get those there. All right. Knolling process, and I got a nice little box out of this too. That's kind of fun. All right, those guys all live there. Here's a big bag of parts. Oh please, I noticed that there are two different, all my resistors are the same color. Did they label them at all on the outside? Nope, all my resistors are the same beige. In the instructions, I guess you could have got like a blue and a beige, which would have made it really easy. I'm going to have to check those and make sure I get them right. Ah! I'm back. That was just two. Looks like we got little keyboard push button thing. Uh-oh, we got keycaps. I am going to lose all of it. We got keycaps and we have buttons, because they need to be different colors to be cool. Alright, let's get these guys in their proper spots. I guess I should be counting these, but they just do it right all the time. Ooh, I need to trim these up. Well, that's weird. I thought they were going to be individual. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. That goes there. This goes here. Some more caps. And we got some batteries. How hard are these going to be? My God, have you tried to take some of these batteries out you buy like at the grocery store? It's like the packages have become so hard to open. I'm glad these didn't fight me the entire time. that way. All right, trash, trash, trash. Oh, so it does come with this other little Firefly kit I talked about. Other thing is a little reference card for your archives. Oh, look at that. I bet that's when mainframes munch on LSD, punch cards become pickaxes, and intelligence turns artificial, rebranding mistakes as hallucinations. That's fun. And we got some stickers. Looks like we got a Byte system, from Byte Magazine. We got a Hackerbox sticker, and we got a Mondo 2000, all on that piece. Those will go in the sticker box to be used. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Let's deal with resistors. And I'm going to move this over to here so I can have that a little bit closer to see and work with. What we have here, as you can see, is the KENBAK-1 reproduction front panel assembly, which also means I get to do some 3D printing to make a little enclosure for it. I think that would be cool. So it's a front panel assembly, and if we go a little bit higher up, we learn that the KENBAK was a fun, educational, at-home computer you could have too. 1971, I guess, is when it was released. Mom, Dad, why didn't I have? I was a baby, that's why I didn't have one. And to be honest, Mom and Dad got me on the Commodore 64. I mean, right when it was time. And I tell you what, at the time you get these things. You get a Commodore 64, you get a couple drives, you get a monitor, you're like, yeah, this is great, joysticks. As you get older and you look at what those really did cost, they made an investment. And I tell you what, that investment paid off in spades for the rest of my life. So thanks, Mom and Dad. I appreciate that. All right, let's get down to the business here. I did test the Nano. That's why it was out. And I wanted to make sure everything was fine. I'm not going to show you the Ardunio environment. I know everyone who's here that knows Ardunio doesn't need to see it from me. And for those that are interested, there are way better videos about the Ardunio IDE and interacting, interfacing with everything. I kind of just bodge through it as I go to do stuff. Okay, good. This is the weird looking part I need right here. And I need to do some mounting first. So, oh, hold on. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just read instructions a little bit and make sure we're on the right track here. So, step 1 and 2 I've done. Step 3, reproduction front panel assembly. I am going to move this out of here. And I'm going to be using lights, and I'm going to be using the buttons, and I'm going to mount this on the back. So cut the male 2x40 into 4 sections, each having 2x10. Two by 10. And if you watch the keyboard video, I am terrible at doing these things. Hold on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now let's do that. And I'm going to jump cut because you don't want to see this. Okay, after tons of counting over and over, I got the 4 10s cut, okay? Cut those, solder the 4 2x10 pin sections onto the back side of the, oh, like right there. Oh, shoot, I'm glad I didn't jack that up. Holy smokes, that is going to be a bear to solder for me. This is going to be a little solder heavy, isn't it? Okay. I can do this. I need a chair. I got a chair, soldering irons heated up. Time to get to soldering. I'll see you in a little bit. Woo! I had to put my old man glasses on here to be able to see everything going on. I'm just going to do a couple spot checks. Like this one looks like it goes to that pad. Okay. This one looks like it goes there. Okay. Now maybe this one goes to there. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. How about this one to there? Oh, that one didn't get soldered. Look at that. That's why you do a couple spot checks. I think, there we go. Things are looking pretty good though. Let's pick on this guy. How about that one? All right, I'm going to redo that one. And, well, which one was it? I think it's that one right there. Let me just double check. Couple spot checks. Oh, wait. No, it's fine. Well, was it this one? I don't know. I'm going to check all these right there to... Okay, they're all fine. I do need to hit this back up because as we look at our next step, wow, mount the 15 momentary buttons into the front side of the PC. Luckily, they can be oriented any way you'd like because I would definitely mess that up. So these buttons can just be right in here, right? Yeah, well, why does one end like to sit higher than the other end is my question. Oh, you can't see. I put that in. One end seems to be sitting higher than the other. I must be doing something wrong. No, it's just the way it's going to be. It's impossible to get it perfectly flat, it looks like. Let me try another button. Yeah, it's just impossible to get that perfectly flat in there. And then, of course, I'm going to end up having to solder all these in once I get them in there. Oh, wait. Okay, you got to kind of get it pretty even on both sides, and then use kind of the mash it from both sides at one time. And then oh wow, I bet I can just kind of get one end in and then mash the other. There we go. All right, one end in, mash it in. I was being too nice and cautious about everything. So once we have these 15 in, then it'll be time to do, what's 15 times 4? Is that 60 more solders? And if it looks like I'm a little sweaty, it's because, yeah, I'm a little sweaty. That's kind of nerve-wracking doing all this little soldering. All right, I'm going to push the rest of these in, and then I'm going to get to dropping balls of solder everywhere on this board. And I'm telling you, if this thing works after I'm done, that just means anybody can do these kind of electronic projects, because I tell you, I'm shaking like a leaf while I'm trying to do those really little pins to the pads. And they had to match like right on there because the daughter board is going to connect via those connections. So you know I'm going to get punished that I'm off a little bit on X, Y, Z or whatever, and something's not going to fit, and I'm going to have to figure it all back out, but we'll deal with that when we deal with it. Right now we got to deal with buttons and get, oh, this one's bent, shoot. All right, right now we got to deal with buttons, so let's get all these in, and then we'll deal with the lights that have to come afterwards. I'll see you on the flip side. All right, all the buttons are in place, and on the instructions, I guess the read button has a chance of maybe touching and shorting, so you trim those down as much as you can. I think I might add a little hot glue just to kind of go over those as to insulate it a bit, but I'll leave the rest untrimmed. Now we deal with lights. And lights do have a short and a long pin, so we need to pay attention here. Mount the 12 red LEDs onto the front side of the PCD. The short pin has to go to the square, right? Short pin, flat edge, square PCB pad. So kind of like that. Again, they make their projects so nice and so easy to deal with when they do this. So I am a big fan of their projects. I'm a big fan of people that make these PCBs and stuff like that, that really put the time in and make sure everything's marked right, to where when us home enthusiasts get to the point we're ready to do something, everything works easily for us. You know, we don't have to be a rocket scientist to make this come together. I always kind of bend mine to help keep them in place. I don't know, do you guys do that too? Well, I guess I can't bend them all because I got some stuff in the way there, but we'll get them in place. I'm going to finish up on these LEDs because I think the more fun part's going to be when we turn this on and do some of the test programs. So let me get through more of the fun and we'll go from there. Oh, by the way, I got an extra button. So, you know, I got them all in. There's an extra button. I'm like, what is going on? But I had an extra button, which is nice. That way, in case there's a problem, I can desolder and resolder a new button in place. All right. See you in a little bit. Okay, time to put the button caps on. So, we're going to kind of follow this cool layout here with, well, how did these go on? Did I just push on? Yeah, I guess so. Just like that. We'll follow this layout and make it look as cool as possible. And you know, I talked earlier about getting electronics when I was little and having that make an impact on kind of where I ended up in life because of using a computer. I know I've probably said it on the channel before. In 7th grade, I was like the only boy in typing because I wanted to know how to type faster on my Commodore. So I actually took the typing class to be quicker at that. You know, when my daughter was starting elementary school, I remember having to go to the school and saying, yes, I want her to use an iPad. And they're like, well, kids can't bring iPads to schools. But in my mind, it was a tool for her in her education also. Not only are they toys, but used properly, that's what they can do, is help along those lines. And, you know, it was a little bit of a fight, but I think things came together for her on that. And by the way, I remember her using her iPad all the way into college. So, you know, electronics can be a great thing. They can be a burden, and they can be a waste of time. But used properly, they're pretty awesome. They let us do a lot of cool things. All right, so we got our little front panel done. Love it. You know, the buttons kind of have a little bit of a move to them. I wish they were a little bit more on point all the time. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's look at our next steps. All right, now we're doing the reproduction main board assembly. That sounds so important. There we go. Lots. Lots more soldering. And you can see how in their diagram or in their picture, there's some blue ones and some beige ones. And that would have been really great for me because, you know, I can't see these little colors on these guys very good at all. And I know sometimes I'll label them here, or kits will come with a stamp on them there so you know which ones you're using. But in this case, I need to do a little testing. Looks like we're going to have 15 10K and 12 to 20. Is there any correlation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so none of those match. But let's see if our little tester can help out here. Let's grab you off of this. And let's go here. Let's go here. Let's close that. What do we got? 220. So that's awesome. That matches one set we need. And I'm really hoping this one just says 10K. And it'll be that easy for me. There we go. How about that? Sometimes you get lucky. All right, so if these are 10K and these are 220, we then need to put them in their proper spots. Position R, oh shit, which one was 10K? See, I'm supposed to write things down right after I do that, and I didn't. So I'll test again off camera just to make sure I'm using the right batch. And we'll do R20, which is right here, through R34. There's R23, and then there's R29, 30, 23, R20 through R34, but that doesn't make sense. And then there's not a 34. What am I missing? Do you see a 34? I don't. Well, guess what? That's what happens sometimes. So now let's look at the other ones. R0 through R11, which is R0 through R11 up there. So we're going to start with R0 through R11, and we're going to do the 220s. Get those populated. We'll get the other ones populated, and we'll be back. Man, it's a lot of soldering, but it's fun. Okay, time to get our sockets in. And, you know, you got to match up the little cutouts. They did a great job kind of providing that. Now for the flip over, I like to use my good old blue tape I always like to use, because it lets me push that in, give it a little pressure, and that way when I flip it over, I don't lose everything. So let me get those. Just wanted to pass that tip along. Okay, we got a lot done while you were gone. Nanos all soldered up. It's soldered in. Oh, I need to trim that little lead still. Look at that. That one there needs to be trimmed. Oh gosh, I think I need some new snips. Got the tiny RTC in place. All the resistors, all the socket bases. We're in good spot. You know, I love these glasses because not only can I flip them up and down pretty easy, I have different interchangeable lenses based upon what I'm trying to see, and it has a little loop that can come down so I can really check my solder joints and make sure I got everything right, which in this case it looks like it does. Our next spot is to join these two. So these have to end up on this, and then those are soldered to this. Now whether they're on the outside or the inside, I don't know. Let me plug that in. Let me plug one on the outside, right? And now these aren't going to match, I can guarantee you, just because of my... Oh shoot! Oh shnikes! That worked really quick. That worked well. I can't believe that was aligned. I don't know. Let me try the other ones. Are they going to be that simple? On the outside? Two connectors run around the outside. Am I going to get that lucky? I just was like, this is going to be... I got that lucky. I swear to you, I thought this was going to be a 7-hour project just trying to get these 4 points to all line up properly. But we're in good shape. I wonder about... I don't see how... Did I put this on backwards? Is it supposed to be the other way? All right, let me look. The 4 1x10 pin socket headers. While soldering the 4 female headers into place, it is quite helpful to couple them onto the male headers between the 2 PCBs in their final position. This will hold all the headers into the perfect alignment while soldering. Yep. Note only the outermost rows of the 2x10 male headers are used. The extra inner rows of pins are simply for stability and add strength to the solder. Connection as the header. Also be sure that the J1 header of the black PCB is coupled to J1 of the white PCB. Alright, so there's J1. Oh, it is this way. Okay, I had it backwards. Now it's not going to work. I mean, it should, but watch. Now I'll have nothing but problems. No, there we go. Okay, now, oh yeah, there's lots of space between those buttons. Oh, this one does get pretty close, doesn't it? Ooh, look at that. That one does get close. You can't see that because my camera is just junk. But yeah, it's right there. Okay, I'm going to get some solder dropped in on this. And, I mean, what's next? Oh, we're testing next. All right, I'm a little lower because I'm on the other thing. But do you want to my recording? Yeah, okay. Do you want to join me while I try and solder this? Let's go for a speed time lapse, and you can see how shaky I am while I'm trying to do any. Oh, God, come on. There we go. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're done soldering. Holy smokes. Let me take a moment and get a laptop set up so we can dump some. Oh, Christ. Was I supposed to put those batteries in at one point? Oh, Santa Maria. Oh, well, at least this comes off pretty easy. Let's get those batteries in. All right, which way do they go, huh? I guess they can only go one way, or is it only one battery? Okay, now let's put this back together. Again, J1 needs to fit J1. Outer ring. Oh, so smooth and satisfying. Oh, yeah. You know, the biggest thing I'm afraid of is I was talking to you all while I was putting the lights in, and as I was snipping all the ends off and I got done, I went, God, I hope I didn't do one of them wrong, but if I did, we'll deal with that on the back end, right? We'll deal with that later. All right, I'm going to get cleaned up. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, quick, interesting side note. The black MacBook. How many people remember this guy? I mean, this thing was, I think, 2008, maybe 2010, something along those lines. You know, OS-wise with Mac, way out of date. Load up Linux, I got Ubuntu on here, and, you know, it's really slow. But for things like Ardunio and other little projects, it's kind of nice to have a different laptop that's not your daily driver, just to kind of do some of that work on the side, and you got the other one going and all that kind of jazz. So, just interesting. And how many of you use a USB isolator? I don't know where I got that tip from someone, but I use one whenever I use my Arduino stuff. I don't know if it helps, it's just what I do. All right, we are on the hardware test time. I think I have everything ready. Let's plug this in. Okay, we're plugged in. Now let's send this sketch. I think that's supposed to actually go across all the lights, isn't it? Well, upload. Let me check the notes here on what this says. Be sure each layer is valid. Uh-oh. Should scroll from left to right 3 times. And we go. Oh, geez. I did mess these lights up. Let's see. 2, 3. So all these are wrong. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back. I mean, you can tell I'm used to desoldering things quite a bit. But as I was just changing one of the bulbs, it hit me. It was really weird. It was just on this side, and none of these were lighting up, or none of them were wrong. And the observant-eyed of you may have noticed I actually didn't do one of the steps. So I'm going to do the test again just so we see. Right? We're done. We're uploading. None of these light up. These guys do. Well, maybe I missed something else. That's what I was like, I can't believe I did all 8 of those wrong. Maybe it was something else. As I just changed that one out, and I was going to test again just to do one and see if that one started to light up, I started thinking to myself, Self, what didn't you do? The IC chips. Can you see those on camera? Oh, right there. Maybe they were a little off camera. I didn't do the IC chips. So let's put those guys in. So I got to kind of go back in the instructions. Let's go take a look. Which one goes where? All right. We've got, that's why they wanted you to put them in while you were on that step, so you don't do this. All right. There's U1, there's U2 and U3. U1 gets the Charlie 595. And I'm definitely going to, I don't need that, but let me look here. Oh, God, help me. Oh, maybe I do need the loop. Charlie 165, Charlie 595, and Charlie 595 goes into U1. Make sure I match the notch. There's U1. Let's get this guy put in. Well, that pin looks a little, no, not bent. Come on, buddy. Oh, totally missed. All right, let's kind of start from the bottom and up to the top. I start at the bottom, back on the top again. Oh boy, this hurts. All right, let's put you there. Let's try another one. Do I have to do a little bit of a bend on all these? I was hoping not. Oh yeah, that guy goes in really well. All right, so U2 is right there. That notch matches that notch. So that means this must be U3. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just when you're at the end. You know, I guess the good thing is, though, that half of it worked, right? Right off the bat. That's a pretty good sign when half of it does what it's supposed to. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I get that notch right? Yep. Now let's get this notch right. Oh, man, these are... Oh, did I bend that too much? Oh. Success! With the help of a precision screwdriver and my old man glasses. Okay, let's go back to this. J1 to J1. Where the hell's J1 again? There's J1. And here's J1. And there's that new one I put in. I didn't trim it up just so I could remember. Okay, back together. By the way, remember my last Hackerbox just worked? That's very rare for me. All right. Oh! Okay, 5. Hold on. What button did I hit to? Oh, I think when I just gave it power, it ran that program again. I'm just going to upload one more time. I think 5 must be wrong. Yep, 5's wrong. Okay, let's fix 5. We'll come back. Okay, we're back together. I put the new bulb into 5. And let's watch it together. Well, how is 5 still not right? I got another problem. All right. 5 is located there, right? I don't know. Is this a connection issue? And by the way, I have such an awesome Hacko desoldering gun because Ryan is so smart to tell me to get one like this. All right, where was 5 again? Oh, well, it should be pretty easy because I got it right there. All right, so if that's 5, that means this right here should go off when I touch this. Hold on. Oh, I'm not on. Now I'm getting a bunch of crap I'm going to move this. I think I'm done. No, I don't think I'm done. Jeez, I can't pick that up. It's going to be so hot. All right, let's set that to where I don't burn everything in the world. I expect that to be super hot. Let's move you over here so I don't die. So I'm looking at this guy right there. How can I do that very easily? That guy should go, is it there? Okay. And this runs all the way along there, and those other lights are right. So let me go one more time. All right, that's pretty good. How about on the outside one? Is it this one? Okay. Since everything touches on the outside, that means if I have connectivity off of the inside pin, which I think is this one here, I should have connectivity with the outside pin. Am I all in the way? Okay, so third pin in. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to solder that. It does now. Turn you off. Let's, God, J1 to J1. How many times am I going to do this? All right. So even if you're just a shaky person, you can still do electronic projects. You just have to be patient and break everything and refix it. Let's try and watch this. Tell me if 5 lights up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, hardware test done. On to loading up the actual GitHub stuff. All right, so let's go back here to the laptop. Let that load. I need to select the right board. Oh God, how did that lock on there? Okay, got the right board. Let's upload. And according to this, we should have a mistake. And I gotta go fix something. Let's look here. We gotta go back down. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, now here we go. I went to the KENBAK-1 project files. I uploaded the reproduction KENBAK-1 computer. Hit any of the keys on the left side, you'll know that the wrong LCDs toggle. Well, I'm noticing no. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did I not do the upload? Done uploading. Okay. Did I? Oh, I uploaded the wrong program. This is the right program. Now let's upload. Compiling sketch. Uploading. Uploading. Done uploading. All right, at this point, it should be wrong, it says. Like if I hit this one, yeah. All right, I have to go into the sketch called LEDs.cpp. LEDs.cpp. Go to line 28. Where's 28? And instead of LSB first, it's MSB first. Delete M. And now let's upload. Whoop. Done uploading. Great. Now we can do a predefined counter demo. Hit stop +0, which is going to be this. Nope, I don't. And then hit start. It's going to go way too damn fast, it says. So I have to hit stop again. No, really, hit stop again. Okay, stopped it. Now I do 5 plus stop. And what I do there, stop. Wow, that's going to be, geez, I'm going to need 2 hands. Hit 5 plus stop. Hold 5, hit stop to add 32 milliseconds. So here's 5 and stop. How about I have 2 of those? Now hit start. Oh, much better. Much, much better. Okay, now, if I remember, I looked at the documentation for this, and there are other programs that are in here too. So how did we start this one? We did stop +0. I wonder if I do load to predefined. So if I do stop +1, now I got to get rid of this. Stop and 1. So I'll go right, and then we'll go start. Again, way too fast. So we go stop 5, stop, stop, start. No, it's the same one. Okay, I did some reading and I was doing it right. I'm just, maybe something wasn't going well. So let's try this again. Let's clear it. We're going to do the stop 0, right? And when we run that, it does this little boop, 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 and pushes everything over. See what I mean? And then we're going to go stop and we're going to go clear. Now we're going to do stop and 1. This should be a Cylon kind of pattern. Think Battlestar Galactica. There we go. And stop, clear. And I'm going to go stop 2. And that's a clock of some type. I don't know, but I think that's the one I'll have running the most. I'm going to figure out how this clock piece works. And I think that'll be kind of cool. But neither here nor there. Got another Hackerbox done. I'm definitely going to do the little fuzzy or the little runaway from light one because I think my cats will enjoy chasing that. Hopefully it's safe. Maybe I'll do it right there with them so they don't get into any trouble. But thanks for joining me on this journey. And if you're graduating this year, congratulations. Good luck with your life. And I hope all works out well for you. Again, thanks for being here today. Bye.